Welcome back to another replay involving the Tier 7 French DD La Hardi. I don't want to reveal too much about this game, so I'm just going to comment as it goes and not give away the ending. So, starting off, I am top tier. There is no CV. There are 3 DDs on each side, 5 BBs and 4 cruisers, so fairly balanced. Yep, heading out, I'm just going to scout the northern end of the map. Hopefully do a bit of scouting for the Ishmael and the Hawkins, and see how things go. We do have a division of Derflingers and a division involving 3 ships who do pretty good actually, and on the enemy there are 2 divisions, one with a DD and a battleship and the other one with a cruiser and a battleship. Yeah, chat's quite interesting in this. Seems that people know each other, but yeah, they have a bit of back and forth. I'm not too sure what's going on. Obviously the old, oh, I didn't mean to post this in chat line when you had full intention of posting it. But yeah, so initially I'm just waiting until something pops up to get eyes on, and an Omaha and a Koenig. Okay, so it looks like Omaha is going out wide and the Koenig is just pushing forward slowly. So initially I don't want to push too far until I know where all the DDs are. So there's a gate in the middle. So just waiting for the other 2 DDs to pop up. That will give me a better idea of what to expect and how to play. So initially I'm just keeping my eyes on the enemy battleship, just in case someone decides to shoot. Our gate in the middle is making a huge mistake there. I would not like to be in that position. Yeah, that's not a great position, and yeah, that was expected. So there is something here, torps from probably a DD, but I still don't know which one it is. So the Grom is to the south as well. So that means that the enemy DD in the squad, I believe, and the Grom gets taken out. So it's a fair exchange of DDs, although we have lost 2 DDs now, which is not great. So yeah, not a great start. So I'm hoping to get around this corner and pick up the Koenig, who I believe is pushing north around this island. And meanwhile, there's a big clump of the enemy in the middle of the map, and a big clump of enemies at the south, and a big clump of friendlies at the south, who will like to gather and hide away from any kind of individual combat, because they probably don't have enough skills or knowledge yet. So I put some talks out for the Koenig, and that DD is still, he's somewhere around the C, yeah, probably around C9-ish position, maybe C8 or D8, that kind of area. Doesn't look like my talks are. I might get 1 hit, depends on if he continues pushing around. But yeah, so it doesn't look. I'll get 1 hit, which is decent, and a flood. So, so I'm now pushing back into the middle because I think this DD is somewhere around here. So I'm hoping I can maybe pick him up. I need to be careful that I don't broadside into his torps. But I want to start slowly pushing forward because there are now 4 ships behind me. And obviously with the middle of the map being lost, it looks like they our squad to the south are going to get enveloped, which is tactically really bad. because no matter where you look, you are going to get shot at. Anyways, continuing to spot some ships for the guys behind me, who are not being the most aggressive when you consider there's probably only 3 ships up here and there's 5 of us, so they should be being a little bit more aggressive. I'm putting some torques out to anticipate the Omaha's turn, and I think I saw something from behind the island. Anyway, so looks like the Omaha is going to continue turning and doing a loop, so my torps are not going to land. Right, so at this stage I'm thinking, this doesn't look good for us at the moment. We've lost, what, 3 ships now, and they've only lost 1. So I need to get eyes on the enemy DD if possible, and I'm going to start pushing closer to the middle of the map, because I suspect the Devonshire is pushing into our cap, realising there's nothing in the middle. So I am going to try and get back as quickly as possible, because this could be a really quick game if they cap us out. And unfortunately our ships to the south are, yeah, it's not going to be great. So I'm just getting back to I'm keeping this guy spotted so that hopefully someone can shoot him. But unfortunately it doesn't look like, this one shot, that's a nice hit, and the Ishmael fortunately did turn around and is putting pressure on him, so I'm just going to keep him spotted, because yeah, I want him, once he's taken out the Devonshire, I can turn back to maybe pushing south and helping down there. Looking at what he's going to do, I mean, I don't know why he's still giving broadside. He should be turning to the right here to get nose in against the Ishmael, but we will see. So yep, he's now turning in. So with him turning in, I think he's going to try and get behind the island, nose into the island. So I'm going to try and anticipate where he is going to turn into. So wait until it starts. There we go. So the torpedoes out, because I think he's going to keep nose in. And unfortunately his shells missed. Now at this point I'm thinking, yeah, the Devonshire, if I might have to turn the guns here, because if my torps don't land we could lose the cap, but I don't want to do it until I know my torps, because I don't want to reveal my position. So I'm hoping my torps will land. And oh, the enemy DD is in the cap as well. I get lucky, one of my torpedoes takes him out, and then another torpedo hits, and the Uganda takes out the enemy DD. So that was really, hands on heart, that was very lucky. I wasn't expecting the DD to be there, so that was, the DD hit was pure chance, pure luck, but saved our cap. But now we've got 3 ships up north chasing the Konig. And now I am thinking about how to play this. So I'm thinking I've got the Mackinson and the Derflinger, who are potential torp magnets. So I'm just waiting for one of these ships to give me an indication about where to send the torps. Okay, he's now he's turning out, so he's turning north towards our cap. So I think this guy who's reversing, is he going to hold that speed? I think so. So I'll put some torps out against him. I probably should have fired both sets in hindsight, but I was thinking I don't want to waste all my torps. The Mackinson moving towards our cap is the bigger threat. So if I can get some torps on him and take him out, that gives us more time. So here we go, torps out against, and it looks like the torps against the Derflinger are good. So it depends whether I can get the Mackinson with torps as well. So couple of good talks against the enemy Deathlinger, and yeah, so this is not looking good though, because we're down to 4 ships and they do have the advantage of 2 ships. Those talks against the Mackinson are not looking good. He has accelerated, so I'll just try again another set of torps, and I don't want to push in too close, and I do for some reason. Yeah, when I push in far too close and get spotted, so that was a mistake on my behalf. So foot on the accelerator, kick in the turbo, get out of town. But I think, I mean, I don't know why, but I think it made my torps more likely to land. For some reason, he didn't change direction or speed, and I get 2 good hits on him. So he is now down to a potential 1 shot. I managed to not fire my guns, so I get out of range and I'm no longer spotted. So this guy now, I'd imagine he's going to be a little bit more wary about how he plays. But I'm just fighting retreat here with the 3 ships to north coming down south. They are not going to get here anytime soon, so I'm literally the last line of defense at the moment. So I need to do what I can to just buy the team time. Torps out against the Mackinson, see if I can get a torp here. Just needs 1, and I'll take him out of for good. So I'm now turning around so that I can keep both Mackinson and start spotting for the ships in the middle. And it looks like those torps might be good. Yes, I think I've got the Mackinson. Those torps do look good. So, yep, both on target. I needed the 1, probably. Yeah, I needed 1, but I'll take it. Good. Cap is defended again. So I'm now coming back to the middle to get these ships spotted. Our Deathlingers are taking their time, but I think they're just slow ships, unfortunately. So our Hawkins is potentially going to be the first ship to come into range, which might be a bit of a problem. I've now got the 2 ships pushing towards the cap, and probably the Exeter as well is fairly close. So I'm turning around again, because as much as I would like to push south, I need to keep these guys spotted so our team can shoot them and get into range so that I can hopefully torpedo them and prevent them from pushing our cap. And there you go, there's the Exeter pops up. So this is where I need the Deathlingers to start doing some damage. They're only, what's that, 6, they're within range of the Exeter, so start shooting guys. Come on Deathlingers, start shooting, please, please, please. I'm just waiting for this Deathlinger. I put torps out just in case, and he's turning, so yep, come on. Yeah, I send both out. I suspect he'll be turning, but wow, the Deathlinger's not shooting. Oh well, they have now. Good. So the X has gone into our cap, so I'm hoping some torps will land. I managed to get a nice one on the Deathlinger. Good. But the second set of torps are going to miss because he's changed course. So hopefully good. And one of the Deathlingers does take him out. It's constantly trying to defend the cap. We are. I don't know which side is which in terms of points, but we are equal on ships at the moment. So I'd imagine that the scores are accurate and we are down to points because they have been in our caps and probably got points racked up because of that. What was I saying that? We have 2 BBs and they've only got 1, so it could be the other way around. I don't know which way around the scores are, to be honest. Either way, it's not going to come down to... well, it's probably going to come down to points. Yeah, there's only 5 minutes left. So the Exeter, I think, is not going to turn around again. So now looking at where we are and where they are, I want to get south so I can try and get all the enemy ships spotted. And I also, at this point, I think I was thinking, hey, you know what? If we take the Omaha out, I might be able to get into the enemy cap. And at this stage, Nelson is their obvious main threat here. So I'm putting torps out to hopefully land. But the Nelson was very slippery. I can't remember if I landed any torps here or not. But yeah, he was very slippery. A pain to try and do any damage on. I'm just relying on my team to continue doing damage and chasing them away and hopefully sinking another ship, because we probably do need another ship here. So expecting the Nelson to be turning in, I put a last set of torps out and I put myself in a position where I may be able to get some gunshots. Yep, I can get gunshots out, but now I realise that I can't because the island's in the way. He does slow down. I don't know whether my gunshots deterred him from speeding through, but yeah, again, manoeuvring, never sailing in the straight direction, never keeping up the same speed. So now I've got some guns on him, I can start doing a little bit of damage. He is angled against the flingers, so just hoping to, if I can set a fire and tick over the damage, that'd be great. Points are really close here. He's now accelerating away. So, yep, okay. Last volley, I think. Maybe. Can I get any more volleys on? No, okay. I'm going to start accelerating forward at this stage because I need to move south. I need to... Hawkins is running away, so... I don't know why he's running away, but I need to get down south because I suspect it's because he's getting spotted by the by the Omaha, and doesn't like it. It'd be better if he could, get into the islands and allow me to spot for him and start shooting from cover. There's the Omaha, so Hawkins didn't need to run away. We're down to 2.5 minutes now, so. We're chasing points here. We need something to happen. I don't know why that Exeter is still alive against 2 battleships, and the Exeter is given full broadside and still not dead. But I'm now accelerating forward because I'm thinking, and the Nelson gets one of our battleships. So yeah, they are. The scores are correct. We are behind on points. We need something to change here. Yeah, this is not great. The X2 is still alive, I don't know why. But anyway, I'm putting torps out. The thing is, if I start shooting here, I will die very rapidly. Nelson is devastating against DDs. So I'm hoping I can land something. It's only 1.5 minutes on the clock. Hawkins is too far away from the fight, really to be contributing anything. So at this point I'm thinking, do you know what, I need to get into the cap. I need to try and get some points for us, or stop them getting points, or I don't know. At this point I was thinking, oh my god, we're not going to lose this one, are we? So yep, just pushing forward into the cap, because I know if I get into the cap, they'll start turning around to defend, and hopefully give our team opportunities to take advantage. The Exeter is still alive. I don't know why. The Exeter wasn't dead 5 minutes ago. I think at this stage I didn't realise, and the Deathlinger dies. Those 2 players didn't do great, but they were bottom tier, I guess. But at this stage, I realised that this is a loss. Bear in mind, I think this was my 13th game in this ship, and I've had 12 wins so far. So I had 100% win rate in this ship, and I'm now looking at possibly my first loss, unless something happens, and there's just not enough time for something to happen. Ah dear. So talks out, and it's a defeat. A defeat where I get 3 kills, 120k damage. Do everything I can to try and win. Some games you just can't win. I mean, look at that, 450 odd points between me and the next ship. Annoying, annoying, annoying. But well played to the enemy Nelson, who had a pretty barnstorming game. But yeah, frustrating. First loss in the ship. Gutted.